So here, what exceptional case 3 says is that when a when a when a compound subject, okay, when a compound subject is connected together with correlatives, we treated correlative conjunctions. I mentioned 4 types of conjunctions and I explained all of them. They are all posted there. You can see, you can read them. So the 4 types of conjunctions, okay, we have correlative conjunctions. So they are now saying when a compound subject is connected together with correlatives, the subject, the singular subject is used. The singular subject is used. Okay? When a compound subject is connected together with correlative conjunction, the singular subject is used, as in the following examples. So let us do the example for you to see exactly what we are seeing. So the first example says, neither the teacher nor the student is here. Neither the teacher nor the student is here. So you can see that the teacher, singular, student is also singular. Okay, that's what they are saying here. Neither the teacher nor the student is here. So you can see that the two of them are singular. And the one that is closer to the verb is student. And student is taking the verb is, which is also singular. So that's what we are saying. It is therefore wrong of you to say neither the teacher nor the students are here. No, you don't join. The two of them are not joined together here. The one that is closer to the verb is singular. So use that what they are saying. So we have a student as a singular. You underline it, and then you underline it, and then you draw your arrow down the second line, the third line, you write your S1. Then we have is here. Under that structure, you underline is. Students are taking is. So when you underline is, you point your arrow down on the second line, the third line, you write your V1. All right. It is wrong of you to say neither the teacher nor the students are here. No. So that's example 1. Example 2 says, either the boy or the girl plays the piano. Either the boy or the girl plays the piano. So under that we have a boy singular, girl is also singular. Then we have plays is also a singular verb. So you underline girl. When you underline girl, you point your arrow down on the second line, the third line, you write your S1. Then you underline plays the piano. Under plays the piano, you underline plays. And when you underline plays, you point your arrow down on the second line, the third line, you write your V1. So we have girl there, and it has taken place, which is also a singular verb. It is therefore wrong of you to say either the girl or the boy play the piano. If you say that, it means girl there as a singular verb has taken V2, which is wrong. Okay, so we go to our example 3. Example 3 says not only John, but also Mark does it. Not only John, but also Mark does it. Okay, so there we have Mark. We have John as one of the subjects, and we also have Mark. But Mark is closer to the verb. Okay, so there we have you underline Mark, and when you underline Mark, you point your arrow down on the second line, the third line, you write your S1, and then we have does. Okay, DOES. When you underline does, you point your arrow downward in the second line, the third line, you write your V1. So we have Mark as a singular subject and has taken does. Okay, so we go to example 4. We go to example 4. So we are at example 4 now. Example 4 says neither Ezekiel nor John is here. Neither Ezekiel nor John is here. So you have Ezekiel singular, John singular. That's what they are saying. The two of them singular. Okay. Ezekiel singular, John, singular. So you underline Ezekiel, sorry, you underline John. When you underline John, you point your arrow down on the second line, the third line, write your S1. Then we have is here. Under is here, you underline is. When you underline is, you point your arrow down on the second line, the third line, write your V1. So there you can see that John has taken V1. John is S1 is taking V1. It is wrong of you to say neither Ezekiel nor John are here. You say that, it means you have taken John is you have taken John as singular subject, and you have assigned are as plural verb. It is wrong. So we go to our example 5, which is the last in the first group. Okay, example 5 says either the cat or the dog has eaten the meat. Either the cat or the dog has eaten the meat. So you can see that cat singular, dog is also singular. So now you go to dog, you underline dog. When you underline dog, you point your arrow down on the second line, the third line, you write your S1. Then you has eaten the meat. Under that structure, you underline has. When you underline has, you point your arrow down on the second line, the third line, you write your V1. So dog is S1 and it has taken has as a V1. So that is what we are saying. The two nouns, cat singular, dog singular. Then you can see the verb that is closer to dog is also singular. So you underline dog, and then that's our S1, and then you underline has, that's our V1. It is wrong of you to say either the dog either the cat or the dog have eaten the what? The meat. So the correct form is either the cat or the dog has eaten the meat. So you go to let's go on a 2 seconds break, and when we return, we pick we pick 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 all together, right?